I find it laughable every time I speak the truth about black men, the world's obsession with black men, how most women prefer black men. I get a lot of engagement on my pages, on my videos. It's like you guys feel like you need to prove me wrong when the world proves me right. Black men are the most desired. We don't have to be rappers, we don't have to be performers. We're the most desired. Everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. We are the money. Okay? Women want us. Men want to be like us. It is what it is. However, when a black man dates outside of his race, not only is he up against the normal scrutiny and pressures that he confronts on a daily basis, now he's even more hated because now he is parading around with a woman who doesn't look like him. So here we have Jonathan Majors, a rising star. I think he did pretty good in Creed. He was on his way up until he put his hands on the wrong white woman, allegedly. Do me a favor, make sure you guys like the video, share the video. This is Masculinity Unlocked. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Masculinity Unlocked. I'm your host, AV, aka Alpha Villains. Jonathan Majors is in a world of trouble, bro. He may have fumbled the bag, lost sponsors, lost an opportunity of a lifetime to be one of the biggest villains in the Marvel Universe, Kang. All allegedly because he had an altercation with the woman. More importantly, a white woman. Jonathan Majors, all you girls say that he's handsome. He's not fucking handsome. He has presence, he has sex appeal, his physique, he could act and shit, etc. But he's not a handsome man, okay? However, all of that was taken away because of an accusation of him being an aggressor, an accusation made to him for him to be misogynistic. What's wrong with a man expecting a woman to represent him in a way that is congruent with what he is and what he is trying to achieve? Listen to this.
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan? I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is gonna be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. Do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin.
So let me kind of give you guys a backstory if you're not aware of what's happening here. Okay, Jonathan Majors and his ex are having a conversation. Apparently, the broad came home drunk. Jonathan, being the man saving a woman from herself, is trying to teach her, put her on game about how she needs to move in the fucking streets. Jonathan Majors is a public figure, and he knows, and he's a black man, and he's a masculine man. He's got talent. He's a dangerous man. So you got to move a certain way if you want to be with me. So audio released of Jonathan Majors telling his ex, Grace Jabari, to make sacrifices like Coretta King Scott and Michelle Obama. An argument reportedly started because Grace came home drunk. That's what I'm saying. I'm the prize. I'm Jonathan Majors. I'm on the way up. And you got to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? There's certain ways. Now, this isn't about control. You want to drink, you want to hang out with your friends, go ahead, be my guest. But you got to move accordingly. because they want to see me fail. Now, first of all, why the fuck was there an audio of a conversation I'm trying to have for us to be a better couple? This reminds me of the whole Johnny Depp shit. Amber Heard was recording Johnny Depp when he was having a fucking meltdown, having a cocktail in his own fucking house. Amber Heard is recording this shit, using it as leverage. Attention black men, attention men in general, but black men. If you are confident, you're on your way up, you have knowledge of self, you are the most desired, you are the most hated, you have no friends in this fucking world, you have to move accordingly. It's going to be called unorthodox. It's going to be called secretive. It's going to be called, it's just going to be called, it's not going to be very well accepted. But who gives a damn? Because you have to protect yourself. It's an exhausting way to live. I know. You got to look over your shoulder every goddamn time. You have to put everybody that comes into your life through a rigorous routine of being worthy to be in your presence while you continuously search for glory to become the best version of yourself. But this bitch has recorded him telling her to make sacrifices if you want to be with me. What's wrong with this?
King's wife, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
I know I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you, right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? And I'm gonna say I'm a great man.
You heard what Jonathan Major says? He says, I'm gonna just say this. My temper and all the shit, my idiosyncrasies, my faults, if you will, I'm still a great man. I'm still a great man. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. The first thing in becoming a better version of yourself is identifying that you're not perfect. Identifying that you have faults. Identifying the way that people perceive you, there may be some merit to it. You understand? Second thing, be accountable. Accept and be accountable. And the third thing is be actionable about it. I guess it'll be a AAA thing, right? Accept, accountable, actionable, bro. You got to put action into the shit that you are accepting. You have to be accountable that they are real, and you have to take action to fix them, my niggas. So Jonathan Majors is telling his girl that came home drunk, moving sloppy, that he's a great man.
A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately.
What's wrong with this? If I am a great man, in order to achieve greatness, you have to make sacrifices, right? You don't think I want to be on a yacht? You don't think I want to go out fishing? You don't think I want to be out with bitches? In order to be a great man or remain a great man, you have to make certain sacrifices. If you're on your way up, you got to make bigger and more sacrifices. As you are on top, you make a little less. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you have to make sacrifices. So now if you love a bitch and she's not willing to make sacrifices, if you love a bitch and she doesn't understand the difference between suffering and sacrificing, and you try to do a Jonathan Majors and tell the bitch the difference between suffering and sacrificing, you are not going to achieve what you are trying to achieve. This is an example of dead weight. And I ask you again, why the fuck did you press record on your motherfucking phone? And why the fuck is it in the courtroom right now being used as ammunition, like I did something fucking wrong.
Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You
sorry.
did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything. If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, babe, let's just go to bed. Which I said, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not hungry, blah, 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 blah. Because Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on. You know what I mean? Fine, I can take that.
This guy's nothing wrong with what he's saying. All he is doing is being transparent in the way that he feels about a particular behavior that his girl is doing, a particular behavior that is not conducive to what he is trying to achieve, because he's a great man. He's worked towards it. He's worked really hard. He sacrificed a lot of things to be here, and he'll be damned if he's going to let a woman's carelessness fuck that up. Okay? Very important. Why was this brought up in the courtroom? Because the black man is God. They don't want to see him be with a white woman. They don't want to see a black man be masculine. They don't want to see somebody who's talented. There was nothing wrong with this, but they want to paint men, black men, masculine men, as a monster. So they're labeling him as an aggressor. They're labeling him as a domestic abuser. And in turn, he lost a lot of sponsorship. He lost a lot of deals. He lost an opportunity to play one of the biggest villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Kang. All because a woman didn't want to be accountable. A woman didn't want to fucking learn from her mistakes. And a woman got bitter because he realized that she wasn't going to fucking change, my nigga. So he let her go. But recently, footage came out showing the night of the alleged attack, the night of the alleged domestic violence that caused all of this bullshit surfaced. Watch this. This is Jonathan Majors right here in the car. He's putting his hands on her, trying to calm her down. He walks out the car because he knows his fucking temper. He runs from the broad. The broad is chasing him. This is her. She's chasing him. Jonathan Majors is running. Jonathan Majors is running from his girl. I don't know about all that, B. How the fuck are you running from her? Because she might be psycho, bro. And he's the aggressor? They ran a lot, bro. What is this? If he's the aggressor, why is he running? Look at him running. And she's walking. This is unbelievable, bro. This happened back in March. Now he's walking. Okay? You have no friends in this world. If you're a man, you're masculine, you're not feminine, you're not promoting the dumb shit you can see clearly, you are trying to restore order, you will be deemed as public enemy number one. Now, if you're black and you do all those things, you're not going to be embraced. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to be very selective in the women that you choose. You're going to have to be selective in the relationships that you decide to nurture, business relationships, the way you fucking move. At the end of the day, you are an enemy and you have to be made aware of it. It doesn't mean that you have to hate people, doesn't mean you have to not live your life, but you have to be very selective and you have to keep your mind right, keep your fit, your body healthy, and you have to give yourself and prepare yourself for a fight that will never end. You have two choices, man. You can either be a bitch, feminine, and follow what you know deep down isn't right, or walk the walk, bro. Jonathan Majors wasn't aggressive. He didn't do anything wrong in these clips. And now they need more time to deliberate. What? The facts are there. Jonathan Majors put his hands on the wrong white bitch. He selected the wrong bitch. That's his fault. But I'm glad that the truth is coming out. When you decide to go against the grain and you give a woman and you hold the mirror in front of a woman, a lot of times it's not going to work out in your favor. And if it does, that's the bitch that you really give consideration to.